Tamara Jong. I'm the author of Worldly Girls, and I'm going to do a lemon meringue pie for you. And it's related to my book, Worldly Girls, the last story called Wait. And it's sort of a way of that, how I connected to my mom and then how I was connecting to my stepdaughter. You want to help as well? I mean, it does have your name on it. Okay, so usually to make lemon meringue pie, I normally use like a basic crumb crust. So graham cracker crumbs. So it's about 1 1/4 cups, and then you put it in there, and then you melt about a quarter cup of melted. It says margarine, but honestly, I prefer butter. Butter is better. All right, and so then you mix it. I did wash my hands, by the way, just in case you're wondering. And then I usually put a little bit of butter in the pan, or in the, whatever this is. What do you call it?
Pie pan? I don't know.
No, it's not. It's called a pie plate. Usually put it in the pie plate, like just a bit of butter, just so that it's already in there, but just to give it a little bit more of that buttery flavor. So you mix it up until it's kind of like smaller crumbs. Sometimes there's a little bit more gigantic crumbs, but it's kind of nice actually if you get, when you're eating the pie and you get a little like ball of butter. Kind of delicious. Okay, and then you just kind of pour it in. I mean, this part is like super easy. The hardest part is coming up later on. Just kind of press it. Or if you want to do it the easy way, you can actually just buy a graham cracker crust. Already preformed, like they're available. Sometimes it's harder to find, but you can do that. But this is easy too. So you just kind of like move it up to the side. It doesn't have to be that high because you're gonna have like the meringue on top anyways. So, but I mean, not perfect, but hey, what is really, honestly. Okay, so now for the filling part, for the lemon meringue pie, we're just supposed to slightly beat the egg yolks. And then you can separate them how you are. You can use the separator, or sometimes people use their hands to kind of just go back and forth. But for this purposes, I just mixed it already, put it in here, and then after this, it's like a 1/3 cup of cold water. You're supposed to like mix it together. Just supposed to add 2 cups of hot water as well. So, 1. And then 2. It's supposed to go over on like medium heat, which usually works. So I'll just turn this up while I'm mixing this. And then the last thing is the lemon pie filling. You've tried making homemade like lemon meringue pie, and honestly, like for me, it doesn't bring back the same childhood nostalgia as the one from the package. So you probably know where to buy them. I like that kind of sweet tangy taste, and I guess with real lemons it just tastes really different to me, so it doesn't bring back the same feeling. So basically you're supposed to whisk it until it starts bubbling, which it won't do right away because obviously it's going to take time. And then it says once the bubbles start, then you have to keep boiling it for 30 seconds. For the 30 seconds, when the bubbles start to boil, then you're supposed to put in a tablespoon of butter. Didn't want to come out. And then you're supposed to let it sit for about 5 minutes. And as you can see, it's thickening. Okay, so we'll leave that. All right, so now we're just gonna put the lemon filling See that nice bright yellow? And we'll put it in the cooked pie crust. About 350, by the way. Or a little less, just depending. Just kind of watch, make sure it looks toasty, because it's going to cook again later when you're putting the meringue on it. You can see it thickened right up. Just kind of spread it out. Oh, and they say don't eat it because there's raw eggs in it. But we used to sometimes eat it because children love sugar. All right, so you just kind of spread it out around. Always looks better on these cooking shows, doesn't it? Not this one, but other ones. This is the hardest part, I find, for myself personally. So, and I talk about that in that story. So now you put the separated egg whites into the mixer here, and you're supposed to beat for about 30 seconds.
Lock it.
About medium. Hold on. Medium. 30 seconds. And now you're supposed to beat in a 1/4 cup of sugar gradually. So we put it mixing now. So you're supposed to beat now on high until stiff peaks form for about 2 minutes approximately. So now that the peaks have formed, actually it doesn't look too bad, you're supposed to put it in the hot lemon filling. And the pie crust is supposed to be cooled. And then the oven is supposed to be on 420. So they said 5 to 7 minutes, but I would just kind of watch for the top of the meringues. Actually, this is pretty good. I'm surprised, to be honest. I am terrible with meringue. It's really hard, but the mixer actually makes it good. And I noticed that on the package it was saying to use an electric mixer, and I actually think that's true because I've tried using a beater. Okay, this doesn't look the prettiest, but hold on. I'll try to make it. What about that? Okay, what about now? Does that look a bit better? What? Can you fix it? What? Okay. This kind of looks like an evil planet, but I'm sure it tastes okay. So, 325 for like 5 to 7. Not 35, it'll be boiled to a crisp. All right, so it's time. I didn't mention before, but 425, not 325. I'm terrible with directions. I have to constantly look at recipes, just so you know. All right, so it's finally ready. And it was a little less than the 7 minutes. So it just depends on the heat of your oven, so just be careful. I read about a recipe once. It said cook a fruitcake for 3 hours. Didn't give you a time or anything, but it was back in the olden times, so limited. All right, so That actually looks not too bad. Those are not my peaks, by the way. Those are my daughter's peaks. So it looks pretty good, actually. And I'm sure it tastes nicely. So thanks for coming along with me on this little recipe journey. So I hope you like the pie. If you read the book, I hope you like the book. And thanks. So now we're gonna cut it after cooling it for 3 hours. Oh, those peaks look good. Actually, that's pretty good. Yeah, there you go. Okay, a little like messy, but the second piece should be good. Anyway, it turned out great. Look at those peaks. Oh, you're gonna help. Just like that.